Hell yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Cuts by Reggie back with another video, and today we have my guy E in the chair, and we are going to do we're gonna cut his waves down, do a highball taper. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike the videos if you dislike the videos. So of course, first we're gonna start with combing out the hair, making sure everything is stretched out, making sure that we getting everything to a smooth, having a nice smooth canvas. And in this video, I'm gonna use my all matte black, the Fabulous FX. And we're gonna start with, I think I did start with the guard open with the one guard, just going with the wave pattern, but I do think eventually we move it down to a one close, just keeping his waves low, but still keeping a little length to it as well. As you can see, I'm working on with my new camera. I think I need to change it to the other side because that light from the window kind of messed it up a little bit, but we're trying to get it together. So right here, we're just cutting everything down. This was a busy day in the shop, so I'm trying to, I got my little, I don't know if it's tripod's a gecko and hang it from the mirror. So I'm trying to find the right angles to use when I'm trying to get a full haircut in. But after we cut it down, we're gonna do the left side first. We're gonna start with the ball line, just putting in that, and we start with a high taper. So I go right at the top of the ear, and then we're gonna cut out the rest of the hair right here. And usually, of course, I start with my tapers with the closed, starting with no guard. But we're gonna take our 1.5 guard and just knock out some of that bulk, get everything to lay down very smooth before we start attacking the actual blend. And I got this open, I got the 1.5 open, and we're just going in, knocking out that knocking out some of the bulk. And if you've been watching me, you kind of know my steps. I start with the blade all the way closed, pulling it skin, making sure that the canvas is stretched out smooth. And then we're gonna go halfway, and then of course all the way open with the no guard. See, working with this camera, this is, like I said, it's new to me, but this is a decent angle right here. But I just gotta get it right, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get there. I appreciate some of the help, especially shout out to Get Beam. He's been helping me a lot with a few things. Right here we got that half guard close, brushing everything down, making sure again you stretching that skin, making sure you having enough, stretching the skin just helps you have enough room to really get that fade the way that you want, especially when you're doing a high fade like we are here. Half guard, we take it all the way open, working our way up, brushing everything down as we go. One guard, close, halfway, all the way open. The highest guard that I use on my taper, especially when it's a high taper like this, going into the one guard close, is a 1.5. So the highest that we, like I said, the highest that we'll go will be the 1.5 all the way open. And really, it's not even, once you get to the 1.5, it's just really hitting at some of them dark spots. Try not to take that try not to take that fade any higher, even though it is a high ball fade. We don't want to go too high with the ball fade. Going over to the other side, repeating the same steps, we'll speed it up a little bit, but it is the same exact steps, taking that 1.5 guard, knocking out the bulk, no guard close, halfway, all the way open, half guard, 1.5. here we are going to the back of the taper, taking my one guard, just knocking it down, making sure everything is laid down smooth, making sure that we're getting everything smooth out before we start on the blend. And again, it's the same technique in the back, and of course on the back of the neck, you got more room to play around with. Even though the side tapers are high tapers, on the back, that still gives you more room to play, give you more room. You don't have to have the guidelines. If you're using guidelines, you don't have to have them so small. But in the back, still the same steps. No guard, close, halfway, all the way, half guard, close, half, all the way, and the same with the 1 and the 1.5. As you can see right here, we're gonna go ahead and start with the lineup, and oh my God, these trimmers are hitting. These are the FX trimmers, but I do have the Ambassador blade from Coco on this. So again, I know y'all done see me talk about this blade. The blade is a bit pricey. If you get it, it works. I just don't think it's necessary. But as you can see, he delivers with what he's talking about, with having a smooth blade, no irritation, getting everything to work exactly how it's supposed to work. On the back of the neck, we're just making sure that we're keeping that line up on there. You don't want to keep it crazy wide, but you also don't want to point it in too far on the back lineup. And of course, with the lineup, starting in the middle of the head, working your way to one side, putting that vertical bar in, and eventually you turn to the other side and connect everything together. I did not show any scenes. I don't think I got any scenes in here of me doing his beard, but I do also, while we're talking about the angles of the camera, I gotta find me a spot where I can get some good angles of the beard work while I'm trying to record full haircuts. He see what I'm doing. He see you getting them right. You know what I mean? I actually been cutting my man hair. I think he moved into Knoxville maybe 5-6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, and I've been cutting him pretty much ever since. So he has been a pretty loyal client to me. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've seen him before for sure. You got some people that come in where their hair, their lineups is like nicely, and it helps you give a good lineup. Sometimes make you look better than you really are. So I like my man when he come in, because he helps me look good. You gotta always thank the canvas. You gotta thank the model. Had to let him get his laugh out. Sometimes folks want to joke on people in the shop, and sometimes you gotta let it be, man. It's the shop atmosphere, man. You don't want it to go too far. You don't want to let it go too far, but sometimes you just gotta let your client be your client, man. Don't try to stop them on a good laugh. Looking in the mirror, making sure my line is right. I see a spot that I need to touch up a little bit. So I'm gonna go in and attack it a little bit at a time, just so you know you're not trying to push that, you don't end up pushing that line back too far. And here I just brought out the magic pencil just to give an outline of it before I spray with the color enhancements. You don't need the pencil, no one needs the pencil, but I like to use it when I'm using enhancements. It's kind of like outlining. If you remember when you was younger, you kind of outline where you was coloring in, so you can just kind of do your thing in the lines. And I am using the Tomb 45 brown black color enhancements, the no drip with the Shine Cuts Hair clutch card. And this compressor is just a compressor I found on Amazon. I have done reviews on air compressors, and I think I do the reviews a little bit too soon, because when I'm doing the reviews about them, they are perfect. They're the best compressors I've used, but all of them end up breaking down very soon. I was about to say sooner than later, but it's very soon sometimes. Some of them just don't last at all. So I just bought me a different trigger to post on this on top of the red compressor, and it keeps it going. Of course, you got to keep your gun clean, take it apart, clean it out. But sometimes they just don't hold up, hold up as well as you would want them to be. There I am, just hitting it with the razor, a little dry razor. Just of course, not of course, but whenever I'm using the color pencil, I use the razor just to kind of go back into the line, knock some of that color off. I don't like to send my clients out with the line, with the pencil clearly on his head. I know a lot of people see that on Instagram, but that's not nothing I do. As you can see, I got to work on the focus of the camera. You got my man back there chilling, not knowing he's in the shot, but he's in the shot. So I don't know how to work on that focus, but we getting there. The camera was the first step, and finding the angles is the next. But this is pretty much the end of the cut. So if you like the videos, like the videos. If you dislike the videos, dislike the videos. Comment, like, share, subscribe. And we'll be back with more reviews, more tutorials, more unboxings. We're gonna try to up the videos to about 3 a week. Not every week. I'm not promising 3. I'm definitely promising 2 a week. But we're gonna try to do 3 a week, so we can try to dump some more, get more content out there. Find me a good angle to record, and we'll have a little bit more. Peace.